Welcome back. What an episode we have today. From a surprising word, a couple of events, a birthday, and an unlikely pair of entertainers. I sure had fun putting this one together. So grab your favorite cuppa and let's have a look. Hi there and welcome to This Day in History for July 23rd. July 23rd is the 204th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 205th in leap years with 161 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is dumbfounded. Dumbfounded is an adjective that means greatly astonished, bewildered, confused, perplexed, amazed, or rendered speechless, usually from surprise, shock, or disbelief. Example sentences could include, Ellie was dumbfounded when she opened the door and saw the surprise party, or Jim stood there dumbfounded, unable to believe what he'd just witnessed, or Dr. Wilson was dumbfounded by the unexpected results of the experiment. The word dumbfounded comes to us by way of Old English, a combination of dumb, meaning mute or unable to speak, plus found from confound, meaning to perplex or bewilder. So being dumbfounded actually means being struck silent with confusion or astonishment. Been there, done that. First known use of the word dumbfounded is in the 1650s, dumbfounded. Today's word dumbfounded was suggested by Odyssey viewer Easy9. Thanks, Easy9. And if you have a word you'd like us to look into in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll get it on the list. And with that, people have always looked for faster, easier, and more efficient ways to get things done. In the 1800s, inventor William Austin Burt set out to make office work more streamlined. He created a device he called the typographer, essentially a forerunner to the modern typewriter. It used a lever to press characters into paper one at a time. Burt's invention became the first typewriting machine to be patented in the United States on July 23, 1829, although a similar machine had been built by Pellegrino Turri in Italy back in 1808. Still, the typographer never really caught on, perhaps because it was slow or because there just wasn't much demand for typewriters yet. Sadly, the working model that Burt built for his patent was lost in the 1836 fire at the U.S. Patent Office. Grammy-winning American bluegrass country singer, fiddler, and music producer Alison Krauss was born July 23, 1971, in Decatur, Illinois. She began performing locally at the age of 8 and made her first studio recording at 14. She got her first recording contract in 1985 and released her debut solo album, Too Late to Cry, in 1987. Soon after this, she formed Alison Krauss and Union Station, releasing their first album in 1989. Over the course of her career, Alison Krauss has recorded 15 studio albums, whether by herself with Union Station or in collaborations, plus numerous soundtracks and compilations. Notably, she contributed to the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack in 2000, which won Album of the Year at the 2002 Grammys, and earned acclaim for the Cold Mountain soundtrack performance at the 2004 Academy Awards. Her collaborative albums with Robert Plant, Raising Sand in 2007 and Raise the Roof in 2021, have won multiple Grammys, including Album of the Year. As of 2025, Alison Krauss has received 27 Grammy Awards, making her one of the most decorated artists in Grammy history. She was inducted into the International Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame in 2021 and received the National Medal of Arts in 2019. A joy to watch and a pleasure to listen to. Alison Krauss, happy birthday. Have you ever heard of a thing called Landsat? It's a joint program of NASA and the United States Geological Survey created to capture images of Earth's surface from space. Initially called the Earth Resources Technology Satellites Program, the United States launched the first Earth Resources satellite, Landsat 1, on July 23, 1972. And so it is that the Landsat program has been capturing detailed images of our planet from space since 1972, helping us see Earth in a whole new way. Operated by NASA and the U.S. Geological Survey, Landsat is the longest-running Earth observation mission in history. These satellites orbit the globe, collecting high-resolution images of land surfaces, everything from forests and farmlands to cities and coastlines. One of the things that makes Landsat so powerful is that, unlike weather satellites that focus on the atmosphere, Landsat focuses on land and surface features, allowing us to track changes over time. Scientists, farmers, conservationists, and even disaster response teams can use Landsat data to monitor things like deforestation, droughts, urban sprawl, wildfires, and melting glaciers. Best of all, the data is free and available to anyone. Landsat doesn't just take pretty pictures. It gives us the tools to understand how Earth is changing in so many ways. Landsat. Today's song is Can't Let Go by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. Written by American singer-songwriter Randy Weeks, Can't Let Go was first recorded by Lucinda Williams in the late 1990s, and that version did very well, placing in the charts and earning her a Grammy. Robert Plant and Alison Krauss covered the song on their 2021 album Raise the Roof. Can't Let Go was released as the lead single from that album, peaking at number 8 on the Adult Alternative Airplay chart. Who would ever have thought that an old rocker from Led Zeppelin and a bluegrass fiddle-playing girl would make such a great collaboration, but they sure do, and they make great sound together. If you don't know this one, you've got to go check it out. Rich sounds, great beat, amazing harmonies. Can't Let Go by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. Link in the description. How about that? For today's quote, let's take one from Robert Plant, who said, "The past is a stepping stone, not a millstone." Robert Plant. Thank you for the reminder, sir. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. That is a random phrase in the middle of the text. Dang it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. All right. And now we can hit the stop button. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. No Really. No Really. Consider following my Day in History page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I also have a Patreon account now, or you can buy me a coffee. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.